Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna and this is 4 Paws in a Book. I make book and lifestyle related content, so if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below. Today we're going to be doing a book haul, but it's going to be a little bit different than I normally do. So I told you I needed to get my life under control. I needed to get my book buying habits under control. And here's how we're going to do this. So this is kind of going to be a vlog style. I'm basically going to turn the camera on whenever I get a book or whenever I sell a book. So this is going to be a book haul and an unhaul all at once. So here's what we're going to do. On Instagram, I gave you guys a very secret poll. I said pick a number, 30, 40, or 50. The majority of you picked 40. So that's what we're going to go with. And the idea is that is my starting number of dollars that I can spend on books this month. The caveat being is that if I sell books on Pango, then I can use that money to buy books as well. Okay? Because it kind of makes sense, right? So that's what we're going to do. I have a couple of books that I bought and then a couple of books that I've sold. And here we are, okay? The one that's not going to count is my pre-order. I did get my order in for Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Technically, this was an August release, but it was coming from the UK. But I paid for it in August, so it doesn't count. I just wanted to haul it because I had already filmed my August haul by the time it showed up. Okay, so then I picked up a book. I picked up The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. I did get this one on Pango. I got it from Rye. It was $5. So, number here. Now we're at $35. I'm not counting tax or anything like that. That'll make math really hard, and I'm not a math person. So we're just gonna pretend that tax doesn't exist, okay? And then I sold a couple of books. I sold 4 books here. So we have One Night on the Island by Josie Silver, Set on You by Amy Leah, The Guinevere Deception by Kirsten White, and On Location by Sarah Smith. So packing these up to go out today, but this was $17 that I'm getting back. So that puts our number back up to $52 that we can spend on books. But that's okay because I went to Barnes & Noble yesterday. And I picked up The Court of the Vampire Queen by Katie Robert. This is her newest release. It is paranormal reverse harem, I think, with vampires. And I'm here for that. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive. And this one was $17. So, back down to the $35. So basically all 4 of the books that I just sold replaced this one. Anyways, we're back down to $35. Which seems like not a lot of money to spend on books, especially since it is like the 7th today. I'm going to have to really rein myself in, or I'm going to have to really work to sell some books. So, either way, we're getting rid of books. We're only bringing in certain ones. Either way, it's okay. This is a new project for us. Okay, so I'll talk to you later. Hello, welcome back. I have 2 packages to talk to you about today. One of them does not count because it's a pre-order and it's a special edition. But I still want to show it off, so we're going to. But let's talk about the one that does count first. I bought this book on Pango. It was $12. So now we are down to $23. That's not even a new adult book. So essentially, I need to start selling some books on Pango in order to get this number back up. It's fine. Don't worry about it. There's so much tissue paper on here. I got One of Us is Dead by Geneva Rose. So I follow this author on TikTok. Her husband is the one that does the blind reactions to 50 Shades of Grey and Twilight, and they're hilarious. I'll link her down below. They're so funny. And this is like just an all-out drama fest. It's about these women. So Shannon was once the queen bee of Buckhead, but she's been unceremoniously dumped by her politician husband. Bryce replaces her with a much younger woman. Shannon sets out to take revenge. Crystal has stepped into Shannon's old shoes, a young, innocent Texan girl. She simply has no idea who she's up against. This just sounds so funny. We also have Jenny, who owns the most exclusive salon in town, and Jenny knows all of her clients' secrets and darkest desires, but will she ever tell? So this seems like it's going to be really funny, and I'm here for that. But like I said, we're down to $23, so I'm going to post some stuff on Pango Books today, see if I can drop some prices, see if I can get some interest into my shop, and see what I can sell. Because this is a scary little low number. The next book is a pre-order from Fox and Wit. This is going to be one of my most prized book possessions. It's so pretty. I've actually already opened it. It's like in this like wonderful like thing. There is a book plate, or a signed book plate. Babel by R.F. Kuang. Yes, it's the second copy I have. But this is just so pretty. It does have the original cover underneath it that I'll probably just take off. But anyways, that's what I have. This is such a pretty book. Okay. Yeah, this is Instagram worthy, except the ring light glare. That one, like I said, doesn't count. I pre-ordered it. I bought it back in like July, I think. So the money was already gone. It doesn't count in this $40. But yeah, okay, let's go sell some books. Hello, everybody. It is the 19th of September, so we've almost made it 2/3 of the way into this challenge, and we haven't gone into the red yet, so that is good. Can I tell you, this has been a challenge. Like the fact that like I really have to think about it when I go into Barnes & Noble, or if I go into Barnes & Noble to begin with. I have to really think about like, oh, you know, I don't actually need anything today. And then if I go in, I'm like, am I going to read this by the end of the year? And normally the answer is no, because I already have my content planned out through the end of the year. And so like odds are I'm not going to read it by the end of the year. So, you know, there's that. But I did buy some things. I did sell some things, too. So I sold, I think, a total of 9 books. I've already shipped them out. I kind of forgot to film it. But I sold 9 books. I did the math. It's about $24 that I am getting. I'm not sure if I've talked about this, but the number that I'm adding to my total is just the number that's coming into my account. I feel like that's fair. But not sure if I've talked about that before. If not, sorry. We're rephrasing things. It's very hard to do a vlog over the course of an entire month. So that doubles, more than doubles, what I had going on. So we're actually back up to $47 that I can spend, which is more than, you know, I could spend to begin with. So that's the good news. The bad news is I'm pretty sure I just already spent it all. I got a Pango package, which I've already cut open, and then I did go to Barnes & Noble for 2 books that I think will be books that I read by the end of the year. So the first one actually came from Mel, from Eleanor Reads, and it is Amari and the Great Game by B.B. Alston. This is the new Amari and the Night Brothers, like the sequel. This is the UK cover. Couldn't pass it up. It's really pretty. I like both covers. I like the US and the UK cover. And I had originally pre-ordered this, and then for some reason my pre-order got canceled, so I didn't have a copy of it. So we got the ooh, that's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Maybe I'm gonna have to replace my US cover with of the first one with a UK cover. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so anyways, I am the definition of ooh shiny today. So anyways, that's $12. So now we're back down to $35. I picked up Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. This is like a historical fantasy. It's like Regency era, but with fae. And Cal from Retrieving Books told me about this book, and so I'm gonna read it. But this was $17, so there's that. So that puts us down to $18. And then this one was $19. This is The Final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So that means that I am officially negative $1. I thought I had done the math and I thought it was fine, but I guess not. Love that for me. Anyways, what are these books? Well, I talked about Half a Soul. This is the 3rd book in the Inheritance Games trilogy. I'm thinking about doing finishing a series vlog, probably in December to kind of finish out the year. Okay, so I'm at -$1. I do need to post on Pango because I actually haven't posted anything. I normally try to post them on Saturdays, and I didn't this weekend because I had so much going on. So maybe I'll do that today and see if I can get any bites and see if we can sell anything so we can get out of this red. Okay, bye. Hello everybody, it is October 1st, so this challenge is officially over, and I wanted to touch base with you guys. When I last talked to you, we were -$1, like in the red a little bit, okay? So I went on Pango, I decreased a couple of things, just kind of get my shop back up to the top of the feed, and I did end up selling about 6 books, I think it was 5 or 6 books, totaling $18. Which is great. So now we're back up to $17. And then I did end up with one last book that I purchased, and that was A Half-Built Garden by Ruth Anna Emrys. Margaret talked about this book, and I was very intrigued by it. This is a like sci-fi dystopian type book, end of the world kind of thing. I don't really remember. I just remember her talking about it on a sprint, and I immediately put it on my wish list. So once I was back in the green, I purchased this. So this was $11. So that leaves us with a final number of plus $5. So I did it. I only spent $40 of my own money on books, which is pretty good, I'd say. Okay, now if you are asking about TBR Tackle, let's quickly go over that. First off, I'm holding a bunch of books because these are the books that I read in the month of September, which will come off of my TBR. So there's 10 books here. So I had 10 books there, 9 of which are books that I had on previously, so that brings us down to 260. Then there was also one in that stack that I read in September and have already unhauled, so 259. I think I counted it correctly, and I think we're adding 7 books to the TBR from this book haul. So that puts us up to 266. However, I also unhauled 12 books without reading them. They're just books that like friends have started like not recommending. So I posted them on Pango. So that makes our monthly total for our TBR Tackle back down to 254. It's the first time in a long time we've been negative. I'm hoping that October will also be like that because I'm hoping that I can read a bunch of books in October for spooky season. I'm very much in my moment right now. So let's review, let's recap. Was this a success? I think in terms of numbers, sure, I guess. One, I did not buy as many books. Like, so in the grand scheme of things, yes, this went great. I didn't spend as much money on books, and I was also like reading the books that were already on my shelves. So in a sense, yes, it was a success. Will I do this again? No, probably not. I've already purchased books today. So just one, maybe two books. One on Pango, one on Amazon. But that's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll get back to regularly scheduled content, but I hope that this was fun. I hope it was a good experiment. And, you know, maybe you could try it. So let me know down in the comments below if this is something that you would ever consider doing or an experiment that you would ever try doing. And if you're not feeling chatty, you can put a book stack emoji. That is all I have for you today. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little red button that you can do so down below the video. If you'd like to hang out with me more, I do have my own Patreon. We have an exclusive Discord and other fun perks. The link for that is down below, as well as the link to my Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.